down here outside Old Trafford. Is what you can't see in the background here is like a load of Man United Cyprus fans here for the day. They're going to be leaving in tears tomorrow, trust me. Right?
No, mate.
No, he said they're not going to be.
Ain't happening. Sorry, we want you to win the league, but you're not going to win us tomorrow.
All right. He said,
we want you to win the league, but you're not going to win tomorrow. Sorry.
Okay, he said he wants us to win the league, but we're not going to win tomorrow. Listen, we have to win tomorrow if we are to have any chance of winning the league. We saw the score, guys, on the way up. We were listening to it. Manchester City beating Fulham by 3-0, even closing in a bit on our goal difference. Does that change how you feel about this game, Turkish? Is that dampened a bit of your optimism, the fact, or does it make no difference at all? Is whatever happened, this is a must-win game for Arsenal?
It's dampened it a bit, I can't lie, because I thought, personally, looking at the last three, I thought Fulham would be the one out of the three to potentially do something. Ask me why, I don't really know why, because I don't rely on ever Tottenham to do anything, and West Ham last day of the season at the Etihad, it's unlikely. So I looked at Fulham and thought, all right. But I also looked at Brighton a couple of weeks. I thought City recently have been doing their thing. Scoring goals as well. Like you said, they've caught up with the goal difference a little bit. I really thought we'd go into OT with the chance to secure our place at the top. But we're going into OT with a chance to bring it to game week 38. Yeah. That's what we've got to do now and literally keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. But I would, I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say that I am kind of deflated a little. It's Saturday now, so it's the day before the game. So tomorrow we'll wake up, it'll be sunny weather again. We'll be on the way to OT. I'll be gassed. I'll be ready for it. But today it was unfortunate. Man.
You do feel a little bit deflated by that because they're just relentless at the moment, innit? They're not losing games. However, it doesn't change anything, innit?
No, exactly that.
You've got to win this game, innit? Arsenal must win.
It's exactly that. What we've got to do is we've got to take care of our business, and that is winning here tomorrow. And that's all that matters. It don't matter what they've done today. If we don't win here tomorrow, that's done. So, and listen, we're rivals with Man United over the years. I've been to coming out of here when we've been down and been poor, and they've put it to us. I want us to do that to them tomorrow. We're the big dogs now. We're the better team. We've got to make sure that we.
So that's how you're looking at it. You're looking on it like you're not just coming here to win the game. You like to have a proper beatdown.
Well, exactly that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's what. This is the first time I've come to Old Trafford for a very, very long while, thinking that we are a much, much better team. I've come here at times, wanting to get out as quickly as possible, and they've made my life a misery over the years. I ain't going to lie. So look, this is a chance for us to make their lives a misery. I just had a couple of them turn around and say, they want us to still win the league. Well, that's nice. But at the end of it, I'm looking at it and thinking, whatever happens, we've got what's the worst thing that can happen to us for me is not take it to Everton next week. That's the worst thing that can happen now. We've got to win this game. And make sure it goes into the last week, whatever happens in midweek, and just take care about what we've got to do. And what we've got to do is come in and win tomorrow.
Yeah, listen, are you like that? Does it matter what the result is? Or do you look on it and say, this is a United team at the moment, they're a bit in the mud. They had that horror show against Crystal Palace. They got a lot of injuries. Chance to really stick it in them, or do you just look on it and say, listen, it's just about getting the win here?
Job one, get the win, Rob. Job one is get the win, whether it's 1-0, 2-1, 5-4, 8-7, get the win. But Lee's right, over the years when we was the inferior team to United and other clubs, they was dealing with us the way a superior club should. This time, round, we are the superior club by some margin as well. Yeah. They're not in a good place and they're injury ravaged at the moment. So I feel like it is a great opportunity for us to smoke them. But again, you're talking to me right after Fulham have lost 3-0. So
it's still got an effect on him.
4-0 was it?
It's hard for me.
4-0. Sorry, it's 4-0. I said 3-0.
Sorry, it's 4-0. I locked it off at 3-0 the radio.
I locked it off at 1.
So whether it's 6-0 tomorrow against United or 1-0, I'm still gonna have that feeling that we fucked their Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But we've just got to get the job done.
For me, right? Just going back on that. For me personally, and I said it to the guys even before the game started. I've been saying it during the week. I don't think that Fulham had any chance of winning that game. I've just always felt. I'm going to tell you in a minute. You look at the record that Fulham have got against Man City, it's horrendous. They haven't beaten them. I think I think the last 15 times I played them, they've lost all of them. I didn't think that they would get anything. The one game that I do think, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if anything's going to happen, is on Tuesday night away at Tottenham, right? Because even though we know Tottenham have been playing poor, and we're here at the moment, and you were just saying to me at half-time, it's only 1-1 between them. They were losing at Burnley, right? But, sometimes a team's got a little sign over it. This is what I'm holding on to, by the way, right? But sometimes a team's got a little sign on it. I mean, they've never scored at Tottenham Stadium, have they?
Yeah, they have now in the Cup.
Oh, yeah.
But
No, in the league.
Yeah.
They've never beaten Tottenham in the league. They didn't. Tottenham went to the Etihad earlier on in the season, which we all know how tough that is a place to go to. They didn't have any centre-backs. They didn't have no Romero, no Van der Ven. They were playing, sub-players in those positions, right? And they got a draw. They got a free draw. So you never know. You know what I mean? And as you said, all of it will mean nothing if we don't win here at Old Trafford. But I do think it's going to be a tougher game than what you're saying, Lee. Because
listen, I'm with you. I think it's going to be a tough game tomorrow. Of course, it's going to be tough. But I look at it, missed opportunities. 3-0 up against Tottenham, chance to really bang it home dry. Of course, at the end of the day, happy that we won 3-2. But at the end of the day, there was an opportunity. What I look back on, and I think it's going to be a regret for me now. I think 5 weeks before that Aston Villa game, we was always trying to catch Liverpool, and we was always hoping that Liverpool would slip up. We had 90 minutes where it was in our hands, and then we lost to Villa, and now for the next 4 or 5, we're hoping for teams like Fulham, Tottenham, and West Ham. We had the chance at home against Villa, and I look back at that game now as the one that will probably be the one that done it.
Maybe we won't know until the end of next week. I mean, Villa also beat City, as we know. Listen, it's going to be probably a different United tomorrow. They are injury ravaged, but there is talk that Rashford's back in training, full training. There's Martial apparently is even fit for the game, but they've got a few players back. I think the big one is Bruno Fernandes being fit. He's the guy who's been kind of carrying them over the last few weeks. So we're going to have to really treat this game in the right and professional manner. And this, as we know, no matter how badly they're playing, this is a difficult place to come to for Arsenal.
Yeah, it is, and I think Arteta's shown over the years how quick he can learn, and look at how he's turned around our fortunes against Liverpool, against Man City, at White Hart Lane. These are all things that for the previous 10 years wasn't going our way.
Yeah.
Old Trafford, in my opinion, is probably the last one that he needs to turn it around, and Ten Hag's done well against him. I mean, Ten Hag's in a precarious position right now, but if you look at the results and performances over the last year and a half since he's been there, they've managed to make it difficult for us. Even the win this year, it wasn't looking like we was going to get it over the line. At 1-1, they essentially was 5 centimeters away from winning it at Emirates. So it's always a difficult game, but I believe that Arteta should finally have worked Ten Hag out, and I expect that tomorrow it will be a dominant game. It will be a game where we have more than enough chances to put the game away. But we have seen this season that against Villa, for example, we have chances to finish it. We don't finish it, and they can finish us. So, like Lee said, take it to game week 38 now. As much as I'm not as optimistic as I was about 4 hours ago, take it to game week 38. Get United out the way. If you smoke them on the way, cool. But as soon as we get United out the way, I'm not even going to dwell on if we smoke them. I'm looking at that last game of the season. How long has it been since we've taken it to this far? So. When I look at one side,
after look,
and that is exactly why you need to stop this.
If you ever needed an example,
because that's straight up, and I love it. It is a rivalry.
All that talk about, I don't mind if you lot win it. I'd rather you lot win it than City. Now I've changed my mind.
Exactly. Let's get out of here and start because but that's what this rivalry is. And you have to just look around at Old Trafford now. It's busy. They're a big club. You know what I mean? And it's a special club. I have to say that, from the outside looking in. But there's an opportunity for us tomorrow to really give it to them. And like those guys that have just gone past there, are very quiet until they walk to the back, right? Giving out Vieira signs. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, they're going to get a big V tomorrow, 5, smashing past them.
You got Craig going now.
Yeah, got me going there.
He's ready.
So
He's
this
ready for
microwave
war.
comes, the shirt's coming up, I'm
Forgot
going
the
in
Fulham
now.
result. It's
I'm
done,
going full
it's
in,
done.
Turkish, I'm going full in.
Oh man, look, there's it looks like Arsenal going to have everybody fit. I mean, there was rumours that saying Saka, got a train today just to see what. But we fully expect
100%.
everybody to be ready for this game. If everybody's ready, what are you predicting?
If everyone's ready, 5-1.
Jeez.
If everyone's ready, 5-1.
Okay.
Well, I'm hoping that it'd be. I really do. I think Arsenal need to do that to one of these. Listen, when we've been at our worst, we've gone to Chelsea, been smashed. We've been to Aston Villa and been smashed. We've been to Spurs and been smashed. We've been all over the country getting smashed. Liverpool. This season, Chelsea smashed them at home. Liverpool smashed them at home. Manchester United smashed them at home. Let's do it at home and away against this lot. You know what I mean? Let's do it against them because they're there for the taking. They are. They're not that good. You know what I mean? They have got ear injuries. Casemiro at the back. You know what I mean? Let's hope that he is there. I heard rumours that they was trying to bring back Vidic and players like that for this game, you know what I mean? Because they're so desperate at centre half, Steve Bruce was even training this week. I'm not sure if it's true, but I believe that he was. So they're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And as much as I want us to win it, whatever. It would be lovely to come here and win it. Come on and beat these, put these to the sword for once. I don't like Man United. I've got to be really honest. Because of what's gone on in the past.
Yeah. It's true. I don't know. I predicted 3-1. I think
4-1 then.
I'm staying with a 3 just because I think that Arteta, just looking at him over these games, he's been very professional and you can see that resonating through to the players. They're not going to come here and play with loads of emotion. They're going to come here and play in a very cold way, which is what we saw at Tottenham in that first half, where it's basically, let's just get the 3 points and get out, right? And I think if it was earlier on in the season and they were in the position they were and we were flying high, it might be like, all right, well, let's try and smash these lots of pieces. But I think it's more of a, let's come here, let's be cold, and let's just do our business. 2-0, 3-0, 2, whatever, just get these 3 points and take it into that last game of the season, where we play Everton and City have got, West Ham, and maybe the footballing gods do something midweek. Maybe they drop a point or something. Who knows? But none of that is relevant if we don't come here and win this game tomorrow. So we've got to come here and do the business, and I do think we will.
And one point that since I've been up here that I think is very pivotal to this week is as much as they don't really want Manchester City to win because they're their rivals and all that, they're right up for this game.
No, I think there will be. Listen,
what I'm going to say is, are Tottenham going to be right up for that Man City? Because the Man United fans, they still want to beat us tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even though they know if they beat us tomorrow or took points against us, it's giving them across the road the title. But they want it.
Yeah.
I've sensed that up here already,
Yeah, and I think you're right, and I think there's a lot of reverse psychology going on from these United fans, where it's like, right, we'd rather you lot win it than City. So I think there's a lot of fans that are sort of trying to get the best of both worlds out. So it's like, I would rather you lot win it than Man City. I couldn't take them winning it. So if you smash us, I don't care. So that means if they do get smashed, they're like, oh, I don't care because I wanted you lot to do it anyway. But then on the other end, they say, but if you can't beat one of the worst United teams from blood, that's when they'll give it to us. So I want to smash them.
Yeah, 100%.
But the most important thing is we get the win here tomorrow, and this is a massive game in the title race. Arsenal have had a really tough run-in, and this is one of the toughest games of the run-in, and they've got to get the business done. So I'm going 3-1. You went 5-1. What did you go?
I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to be sensible.
2-0. What's it, Joe? Where are you going?
6-0.
6-0.
I know you were going to say that.
He's been on the lash already.
He's drinking.
He's been drinking already.
Well, listen, all the talking will be done tomorrow because we will find out We're going to be here, of course, at Old Trafford. We'll be speaking to fans after the game. Don't forget the guys are going to be in the studio as well with a big watch along. That's going to be special as well. And it's an absolutely huge game. The pressure is right on Arsenal now. City have done their business today, beating Fulham. Now, how do Arsenal respond here at Old Trafford? Find out here on AFTV tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.